Hi, welcome to my video blog week number 11. Today I thought I will talk a little about three words. The three words that caught my attention, that fascinated me, that made me think a lot. And I came across these when I was reading commentaries on the Upanishads and books by Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. And those three words are Tat Tvam Asi. Thou art that, I am that. I was really fascinated by this because, according to Upanishads, and let me read from the book, thus the momentous statement is made in the Upanishads that God must not be sought as something far away, separate from us, but rather as the very inmost of us, as the higher self in us, above the limitations of our little self. In rising to the best in us, we rise to the self in us, to Brahman, to God Himself. Thus, when the sage of the Upanishads is pressing for a definition of God, he remains silent, meaning that God is silence. When asked again to express God in words, he says, Neti neti, not this, not this. But when pressed for a positive explanation, he utters the sublimely simple words, Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. Since the time I came across this, I used to think a lot and think, is it really that easy? Can I accept that I am God, that I can become God? No, I really struggled a lot and I still struggle with it. But when I came across this in one of the Upanishads called the Isa Upanishad, Iso Upanishad, okay, it became a little more easy and I thought a little more easy to practice, And according to the Isa Upanishad, he says, who sees all beings in his own self and his own self in all beings loses all fear. That said, what they're saying is we have to empathize with other people, be able to see ourselves in other people, be able to see the pain in other people. And, when we are able to do that, when we get able to identify ourselves with other people, I think it becomes much easier for us. Like, I see all beings in me and I see myself in all other beings, And I think when we do that, the pain goes away, the envy goes away, the competition goes away, and the jealousy goes away. Life becomes much easier. We can just live and be happy, And I think that is little more attainable, but still needs a lot of work, and suddenly everything fell into place for me. I don't know why. But when I was reading this book called Man's Search for Meaning by Dr. Viktor Frankl, he was a Holocaust survivor. And I'm going to read from his book because I'm not good at paraphrasing. And according to him, I'm reading from the book. We who lived in concentration camps can remember the men who walked through the huts, comforting others, giving away their last piece of bread. They may have been few in number, but they offer sufficient proof that everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way, and that freedom of choice, And, that's what it is. What made these people? It seems they used to give a ration of bread and soup, and they very limited, not enough to survive. And they were made to work 12 hours a day. And still in those circumstances, people were able to share their bread with other hungry people. And I think these people have risen to the level of godliness, Tattvam Asi, and I think they were able to see their hunger in other people. And I think these people make it show us that it is possible. It is not impossible. It is possible. That is what they show it to us. And I'm going to end it with, according to, in his words, Viktor Frankl's words, In other words, self actualization is possible only as a side effect of self transcendence, you know. So when we are able to transcend, we are able to see ourselves in other people, we are able to see their hunger and able to do that. And I think that is Tattvamasi. And I'm going to end today's talk with a Native American art, a picture of the Native American art. You know, I fell in love with this when I saw it in my friend's house. And this, I think, brilliantly depicts today's topic, that, you know, all beings are the same. You know, I am that. And in this art, you can see, if you look closely, you know, it's different beings, you know, becoming horses, and the horses becoming different beings and becoming birds and flying away, you know, transforming into birds and flying away. And I think it brilliantly represents today's topic. And I'm going to end with that. And thank you for listening. Stay positive, stay healthy, and stay safe. Thank you. And I will meet you next week.